dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, the life we are living, during this life we have several goals, targets, ambitions. At the same time, there are several challenges, hurdles, obstacles, problems, troubles. On the one hand, we people are striving and struggling to achieve our goals. On the other hand, we are fighting and struggling at the same time to overcome the challenges, the obstacles, the difficulties. To be able to do it well, we need to create certain things in us. First of all, it is the mental strength. If at all we need the resources, it is fine indeed. If at all we need to become physically strong, it is needed indeed. But at the same time, it is equally important, or maybe even more important, to become a mentally strong person. Because if a person, even if at all they have accumulated the resources and the bodily strength, if they're not mentally strong, I think they're not complete. They are not well equipped to work effectively for the achievement of their goals on the one hand, and to work effectively to overcome the challenges and the difficulties on the other hand. So, dear friends and fellows, it is very important indeed to be a mentally strong person. This has been made a topic of our discussion today. We are going to talk about how somebody can become a mentally strong person. So there are certain things which play very important role in making somebody a mentally strong person. What are those several things? Let's talk about all that one by one. First of all, it is practicing self care. We need to practice the self awareness. We need to practice the self awareness. What is this self awareness? It is being able to understand what are my strengths and what kind of opportunities I may get, I need to search for as a result of my strength, what kind of weaknesses I do have, and because of these weaknesses, what kind of threats and dangers and difficulties I may come across. So I need to minimize my weaknesses so that I'm better able to protect and immune myself to reduce the possibility of my suffering. So that is knowing our strength, knowing our weaknesses, knowing our thoughts, knowing our emotions, knowing our behavior. And that all cannot be done instantly. There is no such booklet available in the market. There is no such website, which can teach us all that instantly. That is something which we will keep learning throughout our life, and we will be better able to understand ourselves. So that is the first thing, is practice self awareness. Now the second thing is develop a growth mindset. There are two types of mindset. One is the fixed mindset, one is the growth mindset. The fixed mindset, that is debilitating, that is not so positive in nature, so that discourages a person. But the growth mindset says that whatever challenges and the difficulties are there in my life, I will embrace it. I will take it willingly, happily, because these provide us the learning opportunities and ultimately making us even a more stronger, more capable, more effective, and more successful person. So the second thing is developing the growth mindset and looking upon the failures as the opportunities for growth. Those people having the growth mindset, they are not afraid of the challenges. They rather take it as the opportunities for growth. They take it like that. So these are the two things. Now the third is focus on the present. Focus on the present. cultivate mindfulness and let go of worries about the past or the future. So many of us, we keep repenting and regretting about our past, while it is totally and absolutely counterproductive. Simply, we need to learn certain important lesson. We need to take a lesson out of each experience, either pleasant experience or an unpleasant experience. We need to learn from it. As for the future is concerned, we need to plan it, but we need to live in the present. Living in the present, not being preoccupied, that is very, very useful, very, very important. So that is the third thing. Now, the fourth is build resilience. We need to become a resilient person. How can we do that? Develop coping skills and learn to bounce back from adversity. The adversity, the setbacks, the failure, this will keep happening several times, many, many times in our lifetime. But we should have the ability to bounce back. We should have the ability to stand up again on our feet. So that is the fourth, build resilience. Now, the fifth is practice gratitude. We need to practice the gratitude. How can we do that? While there are so many trouble, so many challenges, so many difficult things, so many unpleasant things, how can I develop the attitude of gratitude? I think that can be done. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life. There are positive aspects of my life, your life. There are negative aspects of my life and your life. We need to focus on the positive aspects of our life. Now, the sixth is take care of your physical health. We do need to take care of our physical health. That is, how can it be done? We need to sleep for 7 to 8 hours on a daily basis, and we need to go to the bed. We should try to sleep at a proper time. Try to wake up at a proper time. Try to have good sleep. Number one. Number two, what is needed is that we need to provide ourselves with a healthy nutrition, the nutrition which is good for our health, not because we like it, not because it is more pleasant or tasty, but because our health need it. Then we need to go for the exercise. Exercise, regular, reasonable amount of exercise on a daily basis, and of course, we need to learn to manage our stress level, and we need to avoid all the harmful things, all the, whether these are eatable or other, whether these, all the addictive, all the bad things must be all the injurious things must be avoided. That is how we can take care of our physical health. And also remember that it is very, very important, and we need to understand that these things are having a great impact upon our mental well-being. If at all we are taking care of our physical health, it has a lot of impact, positive impact upon our mental well-being. Now, the seventh is challenge negative thoughts. We need to challenge the negative thought. How can we do that? By the way, replace limiting beliefs with empowering one. How can we challenge the negative thought, replace limiting beliefs with empowering one? That is how we can challenge negative thought. Now, the eighth is set boundaries. We need to set boundaries. Prioritize your needs and learn to say no when it is needed. Prioritizing my own need, prioritizing your own need, and learning to say no every time it is needed without any sort of hesitation. Learn to say no politely but firmly. Now, the ninth is embrace lifelong learning. We need to embrace the lifelong learning, continuously seek knowledge and personal growth. We need to embrace lifelong learning, learn from cradle to grave, while we are not anymore, associated, we are not anymore a regular student of any educational institution, yet we need to keep learning through reading, through listening, through observation, through experiences, through coaching and mentorship. We need to avail all the available resources for the purpose of learning what to learn, whatever is needed, what to learn, whatever is beneficial for me to learn. So I need to keep learning throughout my life. This learning process will make me even more and more pleasant and competent personality. So it is with everybody. Embrace lifelong learning. Now the 10th and the last is surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with positivity. Build a supportive network of people who uplift and inspire you. Every time you find across somebody who is a positive person, who is inspiring one, I think we need to develop our relationship with that particular person. Everybody who is positive in nature, everybody who is somewhat inspiring, I think we need to maintain our relationship so that we could get a circle of positive and supportive people around us. Sporting mean moral sport. It does not mean that they should be spending the money very generously upon us. So that is not needed. Although we may come across somebody who is ready to even spend money upon us, but that is not the primary purpose. The primary purpose is whoever talks positively, support us verbally, morally. So that is great, really. We need to understand. Remember, mental strength is like a muscle that can be developed over time with consistent effort and practice. Keep in mind that mental strength is not about being immune to challenges or emotions, but about learning to navigate them with grace and resilience. So that's all from today, our discussion. Thank you very much.